Geeks, it is a beautiful week to be a UFC fan.
One more week.
UFC 300 is next week as we're filming this.
Guys, it is single-handedly the greatest and biggest UFC event we have ever seen or that we are ever going to watch. And guys, if you notice something, we're in a brand new setup.
Boom.
We are
Blue
now
and
in the pod
black.
cave. We have gotten out of my room. We're in the cave now.
Yep.
And
What do you guys think? I love
basically,
it.
guys, on our
I
vlog
honestly
channel,
love it.
Matt has his reaction on there. He walked in on it. Guys, I mean, look, we got some fine cut corner pieces.
We have some
little
new
pieces.
shelves.
Yeah, we got a shelf there holding some of our beloved UFC cards that you
Like we
guys might
said.
honestly see change throughout the month of our episodes. We're going to put different
Yeah, we're going to put different stuff up.
stuff up there. Maybe certain fighters for certain cards. The podcast studio is only going to keep improving.
It's looking
guys.
amazing, bro. So good shit on putting these up.
Thank you guys for
And thanks for the support. It is episode 67, and we have UFC 300 predictions for y'all, and we cannot wait. I don't really like saying I can't wait for stuff because like I honestly can. Like I don't want UFC 300 to be over, but it will in like a week, and a couple hours.
I mean,
so.
imagine like.
But dude, we're gonna be up late for that fight.
Think about
like,
UFC how bad 301 is.
Yeah, I mean it's not terrible because we get the King of Rio back, but I don't know. But we got a lot of fights to get through.
Can you turn down that light a notch? I think it's on the other side.
Just like in your face.
I think it's
dude.
actually hurting me.
Starting off the card.
Yo, actually,
Figgy versus No Love, bro. Figgy versus No Love.
at what time? That's 7
That's
p.m.
the first fight.
Or 4 p.m. 7 p.m.
That's the first fight. It starts at 6 p.m. Yo,
Oh my god.
we're probably gonna be here.
Yeah,
right?
For real.
We'll get the party started.
Guys,
we're getting the
we're
party
gonna start
started
with
early.
this fight, guys,
6
and also,
p.m.
I want to put Matt onto a parlay that I made. I know gambling's not good, and I'm not going to support it on this channel much, but I just want to. I'm going to bet $1 on this, and I want to know if it's smacking or not. You guys remember this smacking?
This smacking. We'll bring it back. I was like, we'll bring it back when I'm 21.
Just as a fun parlay, guys. I just want to. I'm going to do it at the end of the card.
We'll bring back the
I gotta
smacking
get a
for
screenshot
sure.
of it, and I want to show Matt at the end of the card because it'll be interesting based off your predictions.
Yeah,
'cause
show
I
me and then we'll
basically-
put it in later.
No. I'm gonna show you after because your predictions might be based off of it. So,
Oh yeah, true. Figgy versus Cody Garbrandt, man. Figgy just came off his first bantamweight fight, aka his first bantamweight win against Rob Font, which was cool. But I mean, Cody No Love is like, he's a bantamweight. Would you call him a legend in the bantamweight division? I wouldn't call him a legend, but I'd call him a significant bantamweight.
So close.
He's very significant in the bantamweight division. His history there.
So close to legend.
He's been in a war. He's been in amazing fights, and he's not giving up.
Yep.
He went to flyweight. He's back in bantamweight, and he's having his shot at the rankings, which is amazing. And I'm gonna be rooting for No Love.
Me too.
I don't have anything against Figgy, but like I would love to see No Love become number 8 bantamweight. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that's huge for him if he wins this.
Unfortunately, in my prediction, I do have Figgy winning. Just 'cause
Okay.
Cody's chin is gone, and
For these predictions, for all my predictions, I go with who I'm rooting for, and you never know, bro. Cody No Love catches him with a bop.
he might catch him with the twerking shot.
We don't
Who
know.
knows? He might twerk, but I think Figueiredo. I don't even think he's going to take him down. I think he's just going to knock Cody out, just because his chin's gone. We've seen it in his last few fights. It's unfortunate. EPO,
Yeah.
Dillashaw.
But he did get a KO on his last fight.
He did. EPO Shaw, though, ended his career early when he fucking knocked him out twice in a row. But that's why it's unfortunate. I love Cody as a fighter. I've been watching him. I loved it. I love the guy. Seen him on the Ultimate Fighter when he was, but and this is one of the rare scenarios where I'm not taking the guy that I want to win because it involves in my parlay. So I have to go with Figgy.
I guess
Money line.
But I'm doing the opposite. Like I probably would bet on Figgy, but I'm going with No Love.
Well, that's what I do usually, but
So next
I
fight.
can't. Aljamain.
Oh my God! Next fight
Funkmaster Sterling.
we have the old heads fight: Bobby Green versus Jim Miller.
You know we're rocking
The
Bobby G.
second fight on the card. I'm going with Bobby G.
You know I'm going Bobby G.
I'm going with Bobby G. He's actually a pretty big favorite.
Bobby
Negative
Green,
205.
Jim Miller, even though his career might be ended short after the last
Jim
stoppage.
Miller, I believe, has the most UFC victories in the UFC. He's 37-17. That is crazy. He almost has as much wins as his age. But I'm gonna go with Bobby Green here. I think that, I think just because Bobby Green lost against Jalen Turner, that doesn't degrade him at all as like who he is against like lower ranked fighters. Jalen Turner is a beast.
Yeah,
we can't lie. That was a big step up for Bobby Green last fight, and I think, like, there's no offense to Jim Miller, he's an old fighter, and Bobby Green's not
although that last
too
knockout
young,
was
but still.
scared from Bobby Green.
Bobby King Green. you know that screenshot of him like that.
Yes, I
That
actually
shit
did.
is funny. But yeah, I'm going with Bobby King Green.
Next fight,
Jessica Andrade. She makes an appearance. Seems like she's on every card. But she's fighting against Marina Rodriguez, and I don't know if I'm too familiar with Marina Rodriguez.
Guys, if you're betting, if you're watching, stay away from this fight. It will not be
Stay away
entertaining.
from Jessica Andrade, man. I would honestly maybe go with Marina.
I'm gonna
go with Marina here.
Yeah, me too. Fuck it.
Oh, speaking of Jalen Turner, he's fighting Money Mosciano.
Guys,
10 versus 13. This is a good one.
I'm rocking Jalen Turner. I really am.
Same. I'm gonna rock Jalen Turner. I think just because
His nickname, what is he? The Tarantula? He's fucking
Jalen the
weird.
Tarantula Green.
He's weird
Or no,
looking.
Jalen the Tarantula Turner
Jalen the Tarantula Green.
versus Renito Money Mosciano. I mean, Mosciano. I think his fan favoritism plays into a lot of like
Yeah.
he's a fan favorite. You know, he's a cool dude.
He barely beat Drew
But
Dober.
when it comes down to it, like, I think Jalen Turner is, I don't know if he's severely underrated. I think, because he had that super close fight with Gamrot on UFC 285, the John Jones undercard, that he lost.
Oh.
And that kind of just, like, shifted his career in a whole different way. Now Gamrot's just been sitting, like, okay, he's like 5, 6, blah, blah, blah. But, like, Gamrot, top 6 lightweight, like we have said before, I'm going with Turner. I think he has a future in the lightweight division. I honestly don't see him ever as being a lightweight champion, but I'll root for him.
Me too.
Ooh, next one. We have a good one. Diego Lopez is getting a shot at the rankings against Sodiq Yusuff. I think I've only watched like one Sodiq Yusuff fight, but we have been in tune with Diego Lopez ever since his debut, which is cool. Yusuff just got a win on, or just lost against Barbosa. Okay.
I thought guys like Edson Barboza.
So I'm gonna go with Lopez here. I think his hype train is like, it's going. This is a first ranked fight.
I'm rocking
He is
with
ready.
Diego Lopez as well.
Yeah, he. Did you see the
He's a dog.
what was it? It was like the promotion with Diego Lopez with the Sparta shield.
I have it.
Oh, it's pretty sick.
For UFC 300.
Yeah, it's like his own promo video, and he has like a Spartan shield. And he's
Oh.
in like Sparta gear. Holly Holm versus Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison doesn't have a photo.
She doesn't have a photo.
Dude, I honestly, because like, I think I'm gonna go with Kayla Harrison because it's her debut, kind of like a similar MVP situation. It's her debut. They want her to win this.
I think Holly Holm
it's just like
KOs her.
I think it's storybook Kayla Harrison wins. She gets a title shot and blah blah blah.
I think
if she makes weight,
I do
I think she
believe
will
what's gonna
because she's a
happen here
professional. But
is another out UFC fighter, another mixed martial artist outside of the UFC, is coming to try to get fraud checked. We just saw it with Kevin Holland versus my boy MVP. Me and you were rocking with Holland, and obviously
he's just one of our favorites.
So we knew what was coming in that fight, but what we do know was coming in this fight is a head kick knockout. Holly Holm, Kayla Harrison cannot compete with the UFC. Come on, guys.
Yeah,
Holly Holm,
she is a PFL woman.
We actually don't know that, but that's what's so interesting about some of these top
after
players
that
outside of the UFC are coming over.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Harrison. I'll go against you on this one. Spice it up a little bit.
I'm gonna go Holly Holm, even though I'm pretty sure she's literally like 42 years old. I think
she's still good.
Wait,
she just got like
on them.
Nah, you can't. She just
They
lost.
got everything but the age
against Silva, and Silva got the title shot. So, winner most likely gets title shot here. Yo, look at this. Holm versus Harrison. Yo, they did Harrison dirty. They have a man's photo here. Can y'all see that? Nah, they can't even see it. But look at that.
Oh my gosh.
They put a silhouette of a man for Harrison on the UFC website. The next fight, Aljamain Sterling's featherweight debut. Dude, this is hype. Like, I feel like Aljamain's law. Bless you.
That's it.
I feel like Aljamain's loss. Like, people are definitely gonna count him out of this one. Like, yes, Calvin Kattar's he's a good striker. He's a good He's a good all around fighter. You know what I mean? But Aljamain Sterling, I mean, I think his skill set.
His will
he'll take his skill set with him up 10 pounds. I think he will, and I think he's gonna.
Backpack? You think he's backpacking?
I think he's gonna wrestle this fight, and I don't know if I see a submission, but I could definitely see some wrestling. I feel like every round starts standing up. We'll definitely see some Calvin Kattar moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this is a great fight though, and I'm glad that this isn't main card. You know what I mean? This is like in a perfect spot.
It deserves to be main card if
it's like it's exciting. It's exciting, but I don't know if it's definitely not main card worthy. But dude, quick little intermission in the predictions. It's crazy how like we're like, yo, what's UFC 300 gonna be? What's UFC 300? And this is what it is. We're predicting it right now.
What is it gonna be?
We got basically every fight, like Dana White was saying, could be a main event. And that leads us to the prelim headliner. Yuri Prochazka's back after what he calls an early end in the Alex Pereira loss, where he lost the title, against Alexander Rakic. Rakic, I believe, has a lot of knee injuries. Remember that? Dude, he hasn't fought since 2022. Remember we watched this?
He was supposed to fight Jan Blachowicz.
He did.
The rematch. But
the rematch.
Then they
he has had some bad history with his knee. And listen, I think Yuri Prochazka is still a beast.
Dude, Yuri said if I win this, I'm getting a title shot. I agree. He's just got to go crazy on him.
I could see it. I could see it. If he wins in impressive fashion, I could definitely see a Yuri title shot.
Yeah, it'd be, that division is weird.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Yuri here. I think Rakic, like, it's just not his fight to win. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think this is really Yuri's fight to win, to prove that he, like, your former champion Yuri Prochazka, keep that in mind. He deserves to be in the top.
Former champion who was honestly exchanging well with Alex Pereira before.
Dude, you want to know what's crazy? The light heavyweight rankings is the champion, former champ.
Seriously?
Well, former champ that vacated. Former champ that vacated but still lost.
The other top guy just retired and was a former champ, Glover.
Wait, what rank is Jan? He's a former dude. Like every
retired, hold on, I
I
don't think he's ranked anymore.
I'm pulling up the light heavyweight rankings and seeing how many former champs are in a row. All right, so Jamal Hill, yes. Yuri, yes. Magomed has to screw it up, but then Jan's right after him. But yeah, that's a great end to the prelims. To be honest, like that's just to the end of the prelims. Then it brings us to. This is surprising, but Bo Nickel versus Cody Brunage.
No, I think that's wrong.
Look at the odds. Are we throwing the house on Cody Brunage?
I think that's wrong, though.
Cody Brunage is plus 800, folks.
I'm pretty sure Oliveira opens up.
No, they changed it because of the fans. I'm serious.
What?
Yeah, because remember where they're like, everyone was like, why is Bo Nickel
Well, I saw a good take on this. People were like, what's it called?
Oh, yeah, like, I saw that take, too. It starts it off with a bang.
No, well, not only that, but the opener is just as good as the main event. Maybe that's a little OD and a little bit too of a reach, but it's almost right in a way, right? You got the opener for the biggest event of all time.
Yeah, get the people hyped. They just paid $70.
No, you're absolutely right. The opener of a main card to an absolute banger of event. Your Charles Oliveira coming in with 3 like banger fights. Your Charles Oliveira coming in
and
with
Arman. Arman is an up and comer who's got a lot of hype.
I think it works great. I'm not mad about Bo Nickel opening up. I'm not mad about Bo Nickel opening it up either, just because I think his hype is obviously just as big, and the UFC obviously sees it as bigger than Oliveira in a way. Those 2 fights back to back in a row are awesome. But Bo Nickel, they changed it back because of the fans.
Bo Nickel, Cody Brunage. I think if Bo Nickel wins this one, it's like, all right, give him someone ranked. Like we want to see this with a challenge.
I actually saw an interview with him a long time ago before his most recent fight against the tree cutter.
Oh yeah, the landscaper. So middleweight. Who's a good middleweight he could fight? Maybe Chris Curtis?
No, because here's the thing. I saw a clip of him before he fought that guy, and he's like, I'm not really going to be that active. He's like, I have a kid, or new wife. And then I was like, what does he mean by this?
Yeah.
He fights, and then hasn't fought in however long.
He just started, dog.
So whether he just wants to get this quick money and just fight these cans in his little UFC career, or if he wants to fight a
July
top guy.
8th, 2023.
Exactly, but the thing is he's going to have to fight more if he wants to become champ and fight top guys, because he's getting away with fighting bums because he's not fighting a lot. Think about it. He could fight this bum and then fight one more bum in a year from now,
and
just like he just
honestly,
did.
like,
So who are you taking?
I'm not as hyped for this Bo Nickel fight as I was.
Me either.
Like, Bo Nickel has a lot of hype.
Dude, look at his odds.
Coming into him.
Look at the odds.
Like his debut was super hype. You can't lie.
Look at the fucking odds.
But yeah, the odds are crazy. Negative 1350. Like, come on. But I'm gonna go with Bo Nickel here. I mean, if I was betting, I would go on Cody Brunish.
Bo Nickel knockout.
I think I might throw a buck on Cody Brunish, try to get $8. But yeah, that brings us to an insane lightweight bout that could literally be a main event, like we have been saying. Arman Tsarukyan had a very impressive win against Beneil Dariush, but do you want to know who also did? And I would say almost more impressive? Charles Oliveira.
Charles do Bronx Oliveira.
So they're both coming off huge Beneil Dariush wins.
And not only that, I saw a clip that was...
this is... Charles Oliveira was the champ.
Have you seen the thing where it's like they're all getting tested? It was Dustin Poirier fighting the guy. Now
Dustin had to fight Benoit, the up-and-comer.
Yeah, who was the other one? That's the one
Gaethje had to fight... who did he just fight?
I don't think it was him.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't.
It was somebody else, bro, and I forgot. Isn't that crazy?
Let me just go to the lightweight rankings real quick.
Yeah, what was that other saying? It was obviously a bigger lightweight.
No. It was Gaethje versus Fiziev.
Is that what they were saying?
Yeah, Gaethje defended Fiziev from coming in the top.
Yeah.
Poirier defended Benoit from coming in the top. Guys, and now Oliveira has his chance here to complete the trio.
Oliveira. It doesn't matter. He just had a kid. You think he's going to lose, or after finding out he's having a fucking baby boy? Nah, he's going to win.
And he dyed his hair blonde.
Yeah,
blonde
exactly.
Oliveira's back.
So he's blonde.
Oliveira's back. I'm just hyped for Oliveira being back in general.
A new...
So let's go Oliveira.
Soon-to-be dad and soon-to-be champion.
I'm on the Oliveira train. I'm on the Oliveira train all UFC 300. That's all I'm saying. And I'm probably honestly going to wear this shirt.
Go Bronx. Just because if we get to hype, if we get to watch another build up between him and Makhachev, it's going to be so sick.
Yeah, and it better go through this time. But yeah, that's an awesome... That's only the second fight on the main card, dog. And that brings us to another lightweight bout.
Oh, my gosh.
With a familiar face in Max Holloway. He's going up against the BMF, Justin Gaethje. And I see a lot of posts. It's like, if you didn't watch UFC and you saw a picture of Max Holloway, would you believe that he's competing for being one of the BMFs of the world? Mm-hmm. And I would honestly be like, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you never know what skills people have behind their physique.
Max Holloway has the hardest tattoo in the game, and it's the devil and the angel wing.
I thought that was Tony.
Might be Tony. Max might just have the...
I think they have the same.
No,
I don't know. We don't know. I can't remember because they both have wings.
Yeah, one of them, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, I don't fucking know. Whatever. The wings are always cool.
Yeah, I think that's Holloway.
You're always raw if you have the wings, all I'm saying, though. You know you're sick.
Do you know what's not raw? Your name on... So, Gaethje, come on, bro. He has his name on the back.
Okay,
so does Brendan Allen.
But think about it. He's the only...
No, I don't want to always be wearing my jersey,
Well, I feel like it's embarrassing for Allen, but I feel like if you're Gaethje, you kind of...
Yeah, true. He is Justin Gaethje.
To be able to do that.
If you're Justin Gaethje, you can do it. But
like
Brendan
McGregor
Allen, name on the back of the...
McGregor said, fuck it.
Name on the back of the
McGregor
back.
Forever.
Name on the back of the back.
Wait, so back to the fight, man. I think I'm going to take...
I'm so hyped for this.
My first prediction, before we explain it, what's yours? Mine's saying Justin Gaethje decision.
Max Holloway knockout. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
So
come on, Max.
Think Pillow Hands is knocking out Gaethje? Or wait.
I think...
So hear me out, though. So
I think Pillow Hands is trying to turn into Steel Hands.
Well, that'd be actually sick. Well, here's the thing. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier. A lot of people seem to forget that fight happened.
That happened. We have a post. Wait, no, we don't have a poster of it. Wait, do we?
So the first time they fought 9-something years ago. The first time they lost 9 years ago was, I think, Dustin Poirier.
Was it the interim title fight? Or what was it?
No. That was the first fight. I'm talking a long time ago. Dustin Poirier submitted Max Holloway. And
you're talking way back.
And then Max Holloway went unfinished. And he's still unfinished until that last fight, by the way, against Poirier. Then they fought later on for the interim. Max Holloway was the current featherweight. Went up to fight for interim gold against Poirier. Winner got to fight Khabib. And then Poirier went to decision, beat Max Holloway. But that just proved that Max Holloway could be in there and hang with the best because it was a good-ass fight. Yeah. And you're taking Max Holloway by knockout.
I'm taking Max Holloway because, listen, Max Holloway is about that life. So is Gaethje, and that's why these are the two BMFs. But I think Max Holloway might be more about that life.
Don't you even feel so wrong? Just think. All right, take this. Imagine them in the cage fighting right now.
Dude, guess how old Max Holloway is?
34.
33 only. Dude, isn't that crazy?
Well, dude, he's been in the UFC since.
Isn't that crazy?
18.
I wish they had age on here. I don't know why I just blanked out. Dude, I'm going with Max.
I'm going Gaethje.
That's my final decision. I
don't think they're knocking each other out. Gaethje might knock him out, but I don't think so.
I would love to see a knockout, and I would love to see Max Holloway with a BMF belt around him. That would be insane. And I would honestly like to see Max Holloway do some work in lightweight and then fight Topuria.
Dude, imagine he knocks out.
Wait, imagine.
If he knocks out Gaethje,
I don't see him being Islam ever.
Dude, if he knocks out Gaethje, do you give him a lightweight title shot or do you just give him the
Topuria
title shot? I think you give him. Topuria.
I think you give him the featherweight and then he goes back to lightweight when he's a champ.
No, I think you absolutely. If he knocks Justin Gaethje out cold, he gets Topuria 100%.
All right, this is Max Holloway's future. He knocks out Justin Gaethje cold, goes back down to featherweight,
cold,
knocks out Ilya Topuria cold in a 5-round war. He knocks him out in the 5th round, and he goes back up to lightweight with his featherweight strap. Knocks out Islam, and then he's double champion of the world and retires right there. Imagine. That would be the storybook ending for Max Holloway, but that is very unlikely. I'm just kind of having fun predicting stuff. But yeah,
let's just skip the next fight.
I'm hyped. I'm not gonna skip it. But listen, China versus China, the first ever China versus China title fight. It's China versus China. I don't know why that's so funny.
Well, that's all they'd be saying.
All right, Zhang Weili versus Yan Zionin. We did see Yan Zionin. Yeah. I think. Yeah, she's been on a little tear. I mean, not really. She's fought twice in the last 3 years. All right, so Yan Zionin. She's the number 1 ranked. She's coming off a Jessica Andrade win. Like, this is the thing. And then you have people like Zhang Weili. Like, Zhang Weili is damn near, like, I don't even know.
What's the betting on that?
Nothing. Why is there no odds on some fights? But listen, guys, Zhang Weili is it cool to call a woman beast? Like, she's a beast. Her fist.
She's a man.
Remember when she knocked out Joanna flat on her face?
And I still remember to that tape.
Yes, that post.
My retirement post was her.
That was what's the word for it? Like, brutal.
S-tier.
But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go with Zhang Weili. I'm
gonna go Zhang Weili because who the fuck is this girl? They just wanted to force a China versus China, and
she is the number 1 ranked.
Well, for what?
True. For beating Jessica Andrade.
Dude, like what?
No, I think she knocked out Jessica Andrade.
Mind you, that's not Zhang Weili's fault necessarily. That everyone, like, could you imagine if there were like actually there was like 5 Zhang Weilis in the women division? Like, actually, do you know how much more entertaining the division would be?
She got the 1st round knockout on Jessica Andrade, so that's impressive.
Yeah,
and she was the underdog going into that Jessica Andrade fight too. So yeah, but I'm gonna go with Zhang Weili. I'm honestly a Zhang Weili fan. Like, I'm not acting like I'm not. Like, she's a beast. She's probably one of my favorite women's fighters. What about you?
Yeah,
I think. Who are your favorite women's fighters, by the way? Before we hop into the main event.
Okay, top 3 Excuse me. Women's favorite fighters, guys.
Definitely Zhang Weili. Another woman that's always entertaining is. This is kind of sad that I can't think of one.
Valentina, but that's like classic. She obviously was
honestly, like Valentina and Grasso, they're entertaining.
School.
Honestly, like I was honestly kind of a Talia Santos fan after I watched her almost beat Shevchenko. She's tearing it up in PFL now.
Tabitha Baby Shark Ricci, nah, she sucks. Mackenzie Dern, no, she sucks. Other fighters that I mean, if people think are good because for one reason, like what's the other one?
Mackenzie Dern. Yeah, honestly, guys, like Mackenzie Dern.
She's so mad.
Overrated as a fighter.
So mad.
And it's kind of sad that people just.
Macy Barber, like, she sucks. Like, why are we like, dude? Like, imagine you.
Yeah.
Wait, what Macy?
No, Macy Barber's not bad.
Who's the champion of her division?
I think Bennington.
Okay. Oh, Pennington. Oh my god.
I know, right? Bro?
No. Like, so, like, imagine there was
people don't even know who Pennington
is. Multiple Zangs, multiple Valentinas. Dude, the women's you only get like 3 or 4 more each. Just 2 or 3 good ones a division. That's not a lot to ask.
Yeah, but do you want to know what I think? You know how, like, because I feel like as crazy as it sounds, WMMA is in its early days, I think, still. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, when did it come out? When did WMMA come out?
And
in the UFC.
Right? Imagine like
I'm gonna search that real quick.
Imagine you're a woman. I mean, I don't know. Why were women learning fighting?
Because it can't be that long ago, right? When did women MMA come out? Oh, first women's UFC fight. I'll search that up. It's got to be not in like the last 10 years, right?
In the last 10? Are you wondering, right?
I don't think it is. First women's UFC fight ever. Ronda Rousey versus Lim Camrouche. 2013. February 2013. First ever women's fight. So, yeah, dude. WMMA is still new, and I think the skill gap will close eventually, just how it did in the men's. You know what I mean?
Well,
like we're seeing, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna put anything bad on like Shevchenko and Nunes and what's her name? Fuck.
Zhang Weili.
No, not Zhang Weili.
Barber, Conor McGregor.
Shevchenko, Nunes, and Joanna. Like they're all great fighters, but I think there's a skill gap. They're getting all those defenses. There is a skill gap, a very great skill gap. Like those three women have been fighting their whole lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
And I think that skill gap is going to close in the women's divisions, and I'm honestly going to be hyped for it when it does happen. Because women's WMA or women's MMA is still new. It's only 11 years old. You know, when men's MMA is 30 years old. 20 more years of women's MMA. Who knows, bro?
That's what I mean.
So we'll see. But I'm honestly hyped. I always love to watch a Zhang Weili fight. Co-main event of UFC 300. I guess I'll accept it. Nah, I can't talk. But then that brings us. We're already at our main event. Alex Potan Pereira
Guys
versus Jamal Hill. Man, I know who I'm going with.
Yeah, I already know.
He's my favorite fighter.
We're going with Alex Potan Pereira.
I'm going with Jamal Hill via knockout. He's gonna sleep Alex.
He might sleep.
He's gonna sleep Alex cold, dog.
He's just.
I swear.
He's a bigger, more powerful, but a little slower Israel Adesanya of the light heavyweight division. That might be a reach, but what I meant by that basically is they're kind of similar. Jamal's
similar is like the most you could take that, right?
Yeah, because he's one of the faster guys in the light heavyweight division. Because once you get to like light heavyweight and the heavyweights, they kind of aren't as fast as a lot of the lower weight classes. I mean, clearly they're bigger guys, and a lot of them rely on their power a lot more. And I feel like Jamal Hill, on the other hand, is he's much faster and he's than the average light heavyweight. But now this is where it gets interesting because he's going into another fight in a former kickboxer and a huge trouble in Alex Pereira. So I don't know who's going to win actually, because I could totally see Alex Pereira getting slept. Because he's been hurt. There was moments in the Yuri fight where I was like, damn, Alex looks like he felt that one. He got knocked out by
then the Jan fight.
Even the Jan fight. After round 2, it looked like they were both did not want to go to round 3.
That was a tough fight.
It looks like they were happy there was no round 4.
That was arguably Alex's toughest fight.
That was Alex's toughest fight, and it was a 3-round fight. Who knows what would happen if he didn't knock out Yuri. As I'm completely doubting Pereira here, I am still taking him because I think you have Jamal Hill coming off a crazy injury like that, your first fight back. You cannot rely on a guy
and it hasn't even been a year. It was International Fight Week, I believe, last year. You cannot
rely on a guy like this. And we just saw the former champion who did the same thing he's trying to do. Yuri Prochazka do the same thing.
Yep, come back after vacating.
I do like Jamal Hill's chances better than Yuri because Yuri was always a wild, weird fighter, like hands down a lot. And Alex Pereira was clearly going to take advantage of that. Jamal Hill's not like that. It's going to be a better fight, I think, than what we saw. I still think Pereira's going to touch him first, though. I think it's the matter of who's going to get hit clean first. It's going to be a good fight, man.
I think, like we were saying, hit clean first. I think Jamal Hill...
They're going to hit each other.
I think Jamal Hill needs to come in with patience, though.
I agree.
He has to...
You should fight him.
First, feel out what Alex is doing. Because, Alex will either just, be... when a couple of those Izzy fights, bro, he was just, walking at Izzy like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was his downfall in the second fight, but...
That's why he actually... did better in the Jan fight because when he had Jan against the cage, he was almost hesitant to throw, which actually might not be a great thing necessarily because Izzy's a great counter striker, so it was bound to happen. But I think if he would have pressed Jan there, Jan wouldn't have had it in him to did what Izzy.
Yeah,
did.
I'm gonna go with Jamal Hill. One, he is one of my favorite fighters, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Johnny Walker knockout, the
dude, I remember watching that fight. We were at your house.
Yeah, that was the first episode of the podcast, I think. I think it honestly was. The first episode of the podcast, we were watching Jamal Hill fight, and I was like, damn, this dude is sick. because he just coughing
Although
to
if
dude.
if he's not playing a character online, which I think he is, where he's like,
No, yeah, you know, like all those videos that are coming out, those are old. That's not what his figure looks like.
what?
All the videos of like UFC 300 entrances.
Oh,
those
not-
are old videos.
Oh, not even that. I'm talking just to him how he's like, I'm gonna
on
knock-
Twitter?
Yeah, where he's like,
Yeah,
he's like, I don't know why people are laughing.
he
I'm
needs to
gonna
put
knock
Twitter
out- if he
down
thinks
for
he-
like
that's what
this
I mean.
week.
He needs to stop. Like, if he thinks he's really gonna go in there and just knock out Alex Pereira with no whatever,
No wrestling.
whatsoever,
He's like, I'm not wrestling at all. I'm knocking him out.
because
Which is hype as a fan. You know what I mean?
you even saw the clip. I think you might have made the clip of
Yeah.
Mighty Mouse laughing in his face
Yeah.
when he's like, I'm gonna knock him out, dude. Mighty
That
Mouse
was funny.
genuinely laughed in his face because he was like, ha 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 ha. I like it, good idea, but like he was like, I don't even think he's serious. But why would Jamal Hill take him down? I think is the only way he's gonna beat him if he's gonna knock him out. I don't know. It's gonna be a good fight, man. I cannot wait for the.
I can't wait for the main event. I can't wait for UFC 300, and I can't wait to just chill with the boys next weekend, watch some fights.
Watch some
It's gonna be a
fights.
long. It's gonna be a long day.
Drink some water, make
Yep.
another pod. Yeah, we might have to make a pod early that day, or just
Either a pod or like, or we could like since. Do you think we could probably watch the prelims here?
Guys, what do you guys think of the new setup though? I know y'all are
Yeah,
rocking.
that
with
was
it.
episode
It's so sick.
67. We have a new setup. We have
We're
a lot of
finally out of the
ideas.
room, guys. We got our own studio.
Yep, and we are ready for UFC 300, and we are ready for the 300s, just in general. UFC 301 and UFC 302. We might have something special for y'all.
Yeah, so.
See you guys in episode 68, and we don't know if we're gonna do an episode, but we might just like maybe do some vlogs next
Yeah, we
week.
might do some vlogs.
Stay
do
tuned for
some-
maybe a fight
do some-
vlog. I mean, UFC 300 fight
or
vlog
maybe
might be worth it.
come over early. We could actually set these up so we could put something on there. for
Yeah,
the vlog.
maybe we'll do a little fight day vlog.
little drilling vlog.
A little get ready with me vlog. Nah, I'm kidding. But guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Thank you.
Whoa, whoa, animal, animal, animal.